الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم قال الله سبحانه وتعالى أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قالت الأعراب آمنا قل لم تؤمنوا ولكن قولوا أسلمنا صدق الله العظيم وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم المؤمنون هينون لينون كالجمل الآنف إن كيد انقاد وإن أنيخ على سكرة استناخا أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم سأل إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ما الإيمان قال إذا سرتك حسنتك وساءتك سيئتك فأنت مؤمن أما بعد. My dear respected brothers and elders, today we consider all the bounties and ni'mat important in this dunya, and we try to struggle to achieve that. All the wealth of the dunya, all the things of the dunya we consider as a ni'mat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we struggle and we do effort to achieve that. But unfortunately, the most important ni'mat is the ni'mat of Iman. We don't consider it's important, and we don't do struggle to get that Iman. And what is the reason behind that? We think that in misconception that this Iman is for the non-believer. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in Quran, Ya ayyuhalladhina aminu, O people of Iman, have Iman, bring the Iman. Aminu kama amanan nas, the Iman like Iman is Sahaba. So the Iman is most important hukum of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Among all the ahkamat, among all the awamir of Allah, the most important amr, the most important hukum is the hukum of Iman. Without Iman, a person cannot have istiqamat on deen, cannot have steadfastness on deen. What is the istiqamat? Istiqamat, steadfastness, does not mean that we choose certain part of deen, specific portion of deen which fits to my life, which fits to my family is pleased on that amount of deen, or my society or my culture or my job allows me only that part of deen. I practice that portion of the deen, and rest of the deen I leave. this is not called iman. This is not called istiqamat ad-deen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu udkhilu fis-silmi kafa wa la tattabi'u khutuwat ash-shaytan innahu lakum aduwwun mubin. O believer, enter into the Islam completely, not partially. Complete Islam, complete success. So without iman, istiqamat on deen cannot be achieved. Without iman, ikhlas in amal will not be there. One sahabi asked, Mal iman ya Rasulullah. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, al-ikhlas. The more iman, the more ikhlas in amal. Because a person will not take care any blame of the people. He will do all the amal for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whether somebody is appreciating him, whether somebody dislike him, because he is doing the amal for the sake of Allah, because of iman, he will not be worried about any comments of the people. When Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to take the oath to come into the fold of the Islam, one of this condition was too, that while practicing the Islam, you will not concern about the comments of the people. People will comment upon you, but you will not care about that. You will steadfast hold the Islam firmly in your life. Istiqamat ad-deen, that in any condition, any type of environment, you hold the ahkamat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Qala Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, ihfazillaha yahfazka, ihfazillaha tajiddu tujahak. You protect the order of Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you. You protect the order of Allah, you will find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with you. So without iman, no ikhlas in the amal. And without iman, the promises of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not be fulfilled. Those people have doubt on the promises of Allah. For them, the promises will not be fulfilled. Sahaba Rizwanullah Ajmain, they had firm belief on the promises of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Firm belief on the promises of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whatever they see, they deny, they negate. But whatever they heard, news from Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whatever they learned from Quran, that was in their heart. They don't worry about what apparent condition is. They don't worry about what it fits into their mind or no. But if it's said by Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, khalas. Abu Darda radiyallahu anhu, he was sitting there and somebody comes and gives him news, your house is on fire. He said that my house cannot be on fire. Second person comes. He tells him, your house is on fire. He says, my house cannot be on fire. Third person comes. Fourth person comes. Same news. And at the end, fifth person comes or someone comes, he tells him that there was a fire in your neighborhood, but your house is safe. He said, you are saying truth. So the people sitting around him, Sahaba asked him, how you were confident to say that your house cannot be on fire. So he said that Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he taught me a dua. Whoever reads this dua in his home, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect him, his house and his belonging in the house. Before leaving the house, I read that dua. Allahumma anta rabbi, la ilaha illa anta, rabbul arshil kareem, ma sha Allah ka, lam yasha lam yakul la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim, ila al-akhir. I read this dua before leaving my house. How I can believe on you as compared to the province of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because of her yaqeen on this dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protected the house of Abu Darda. So the stories of the Sahaba, the stories of Quran will tell us how much important iman in our life is. And we are ignorant of this, negligent of this. Even we are not negligent of amal, but we are unaware of importance of iman. Unaware of importance of iman. So we need to learn what iman is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling in Quran and from the saying of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. First of all, we found out what iman is. So one person asked, Mal iman ya Rasulullah. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, Idha sarratka hasanatuka wa sa'atka sayyatuka fanta mu'min. If your righteous deed pleases you and your bad deeds make you sad, it means this is the sign that you are a believer. Now put on this way. When you lose your phone, iPhone or expensive phone for a few minutes, how much you worry about that? See? How much panic you become. And your life is finished. For a few minutes you are nowhere. Does this happen with us when we miss our salah? Does this happen with us when we miss our takbir-ula or delay our salah? Do we have that kind of worry? When you do something good, you good opportunity, you perform Hajj and Umrah, or you perform any good thing, you perform tahajjud or do something, or do you become happy in that way that if you get something worldly benefit, unexpected money coming to you or unexpected something you get, how much you happy for the dunya thing? Do you happy for the deen as well? If not, then we need to work on our iman. جددوا إيمانكم كيف نجدد إيماننا يا رسول الله أكثر من قول لا إله إلا الله. Frequently say La ilaha illallah. What is meant by La ilaha illallah? One is the tasbih of La ilaha illallah. You will get reward. But real meaning is to talk about the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala among your gatherings. This was the problem for the mushrikeen in the time of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. For all Anbiya. They were not worried about the tasbih of the Prophet, worship of the Prophet. But do not negate the makhluk. Do not negate the makhluk. What Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, only one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the doer of each and everything. Negation the creation. Creation cannot do nothing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one, only Razzaq, Malik, Khalik, Razik. Everything happened with the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَا تَسْقُطُ مِنْ وَرَكَةٍ إِلَّا يَعْلَمُهَا. Not a single leaf. As Israfil alayhi salam holding the trumpet in his mouth and waiting for the order of Allah. Huge creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Israfil alayhi salam. Entire ocean put on his head, not a single drop will come down. And when he will blow into the trumpet, the whole world will finish. Qiyamah will take place. He is holding in his hand and ready to blow, looking towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, arsh of Allah, when the order will come and he will blow it. As Israfil alayhi salam depend on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to do this, every single leaf of a tree depends on order of Allah to leave the tree, and how many turns it will take depends on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This yaqeen we have to bring in our heart. This was the tarbiyyah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whenever Sahaba Rizwan al-Ajmain, they had attracted toward the dunya, or their attention diverted with the asbab, with the system of this universe, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam diverted from them. Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam diverted from them. In the time of Tabuk, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the rain took place. Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam said, because of this rain, tomorrow some people will become believer and some people will become kafir. Sahaba said that how come we will become kafir? Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, those people, they will say that this rain happened because of that star, they will become kafir. Those people will say that this rain happened because of amar of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will remain believers. Changing of the universe, connecting with the system of universe, bring atheism. Changing of the universe, connect to the creator of the universe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that will bring tawheed, and Aqidah will be strong. And if you connect changing of the universe with the system of universe, this will mess up your Aqidah. Because Allah sent the condition. Allah wants to see you, what you do when the test comes. Where you connect this change. Sahaba Rizwanullah Ajmain, in the life of Sahaba, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam asked the Sahabi, check their iman, test their iman. We also claim that we are believer. But it's not like this. Belief, iman. People say that I have iman in my heart. No. Iman in your heart, from top to bottom, Islam will expose from your life. Expression of iman is Islam in your business. Expression of iman is Islam in your home life. effect of Iman is expression of Islam in your social life. It's not like that. Let's understand the example. Somebody goes to the doctor. He has a pimple or allergy on his skin. Eyes are pale. Goes to the doctor. What the doctor tells him? Go get your blood test. There is something going wrong inside. There is a problem in the blood. Because of that, the expression, the effect is coming on your skin, on your eyes. A person is lying, a person is cheating, a person is not fulfilling the hukum of Allah, taking interest or taking riba. It's not outside, it's inside Iman. The weakness of Iman is there. The weakness of Iman is there. That's why the most important hukum of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Iman. So my dear respected brother elders, Jamaat came. Some Sahaba came, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, on their apparent condition, immediately recognized them. The believer, the Sahaba, because of their Iman, because of their quality, they were very prominent and easily recognized among the non-believers. Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam gave an example. Like a black cow, you have one spot of white hair, how they shine, or the complete white cow, or the black spot there, or the white spot opposite, easily recognize and shine. Sahaba Rizwanullah Ajmain, they shine among the non-believer because of Iman and because of Sifat of the God. So Nabi alayhi salatu asked, "Ma antum, who are you?" They said that we are believers. If somebody asks you, "Who are you?" So what you will say? I am a doctor, I am an engineer, I am a pharmacist, I am a laborer, I am a captain. Because cab and or the business, whatever I am in, is coming in, it's in my heart and coming out from my tongue. Sahaba, they have Iman in their heart. When somebody asks you, "How are you doing?" And when Sahaba asks, "How are you doing?" كيف أصبحت يا حارث؟ كيف حالك يا حارث بن مالك؟ أصبحت من الحق حق مؤمن حق صادق مؤمن صادق. This was the reply of Sahaba. And if ask me, "How are you doing?" If my business is doing good, my job is good, I say Alhamdulillah. But if business is doing, is slow, or I lost the job, then what I say? Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal. We have to change inside. It's not the matter of the dunya. In the time of death, that will come. In the grave, that Iman will come. That what is inside the heart, that will come. Here we can say something different from the tongue inside is different, but over there is not going to work like that. Man, who are you? The Sahaba said, "We are believers." So Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "What is the proof of your statement? You are saying that you are a believer. So what is the proof of it?" There is a proof for every statement. So they said, "Indana 15 khaslatan." We have 15 qualities. That is our Iman. Because of those qualities, we are saying that we are believers. 5, your Jamaat came, the Jamaat of Sahaba came, they taught us. 5 of them we believe on it, 5 of them we act upon it. Our amal is upon that. And 5 of them we have been doing in the time of Jahiliyyah. If you allow us, we will keep it. If not, we will leave it. Sahaba Rizwanullah Ajmain never do anything without the permission of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam said, "What are those taught by my Sahaba?" They said, "We believe on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we believe on Malaika, we believe on all holy books, all Quran and all the previous books we believe." Today we also said that we believe on Quran, right? And we finished. Iman and Quran, I have Iman and Quran, finished. But in the time of Sahaba, this concept was different. One person, he backbited in the gathering of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam asked him, "Do you believe on Quran?" He said, "Ya Rasulullah, I do believe on Quran." Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The person does not believe on Quran, the one who does not consider the haram of Quran as a haram, which Allah has made Quran, which Quran has made haram. If he is not considering that haram, he does not believe on Quran." This was the concept of the Iman and Quran, belief on Quran. We also believe on Quran. وَمَا أَتَاكُمُ الرَّسُولُ فَخُذُوهُ. Whatever your prophet tells you to do it, whatever he tells you to leave it, so leave it. So believer, he believes on Quran and he will do the thing which is haram in Quran. It's not possible. So what is wrong? We need to work on our iman. So we believe on destiny, and we believe on life hereafter. Day of judgment we believe. Muqaddar, destiny. Allah has written down the risk, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran, more or less meaning, a person is working day and night for dunya. His maqsad is whole dunya. Whole effort is dunya. He cannot get more a single penny but what Allah has written for him. Living the hukum of Allah. Salah is delaying. Hajj is first and he is making money. Making houses, I don't know. In America, everyone, it's my opinion, may be wrong. I would say that everybody living in America, Hajj is first on him. Top most richest country we are living in. We have sent everything to do, and hukum of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala we feel. Because of iman, a person thinks zakat is burden. Hajj is burden. It's not burden. Allah will make you ghani. The person who will do Hajj will never get poverty. Never get poor. So we believe on Akhirah. And 5 of them we have amal on that. We bear witness shahadatain and we establish salah. Salah. Most important hukum of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is salah. Ali radiyallahu anhu qala kana akhiru kalam Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam as-salah. If the salah is good, your whole life is good. We have appointment, how much immigration appointment, court appointment, other appointments. How much we are worried about that appointment, right or wrong? We put calendar, we make timing. Appointment with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your Lord, your Master, your Creator, your Sustainer. 5 times Allah has given you opportunity, 5 times to meet with the King of the King, Allah Rabbul Alameen. We don't have value for that. Allah. Salah. Inna salata tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar. If you want to leave all bad deeds from your life, fix your salah. If salah is not good, never ever let get fixed. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. Salah acts like a ventilator in a house. So what the ventilator does, fresh air comes inside and the exhaust bad air goes outside. If the salah is improving and going good, all the bad deeds will go away from your life and good deeds start coming in your life. Darkness. You cannot kick out the darkness by hitting the darkness. Just lit a small fire or just turn on the light, everything will go away. Hasanat, good deeds, salah will remove all darkness from your heart. In the life of Sahaba, how much salah was? Sayyidina Aisha radiyallahu anha, al-Mu'mineen, says that Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, he used to love us so much. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, Shafiq. One person asks, Ayyu imani afdal ya Rasulullah? Qala Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Husnul khuluq. The best topmost iman of the person is the one whose ikhlaq is good. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam is the best of ikhlaq. In his house, outside we are very good, we are very nice. What about inside the house? How we treat our wife, how we treat our children. Akhlaq. Weakness of iman, everything connected directly proportional to iman. So Aisha said that Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, he used to love us so much, very kind, very shafiq, halim. But when azan is called, when the time of salah comes, he becomes like that, he even does not recognize us and leave toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hukum of Allah came. When order of Allah came, everything is now secondary. Halal earning is ibadat. Yes, hukum of Allah. Do halal earning. But when azan is called, hayya al-falah. Now, nowhere is success except rushing towards salah. So, salah is as-salatu imad-ud-din, is pillar of Islam. Man aqamaha faqad aqama din. The one who establishes salah, he will establish the whole deen. And we are not only for Jummah. 5 times salah. Rizq, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide you. Allah will make your sustenance easy with the salah. You try it. 6 months you give priority to salah. Don't worry about that, whatever you're losing. Allah will bring blessing and barakah in your money. Barakah in your house, in your family. Blessing is the problem, cannot be solved with the big money. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who solved the problem. Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. So we establish salah. We pay zakat. If you pay zakat, so many barakat and blessing of zakat, you will be surprised. You will be surprised. And we fast. And we perform hajj. And 5 of them we have at the time of Jahiliyyah. And then our shukr, we have shukr in our life. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us something, we do shukr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La in shakartum la azidannakum. And we always complain, I have nothing. Remember this hadith, when Shaitan put you in this situation that you have nothing, he has something, they have so many things. So remember this hadith. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, a person who sleeps in such a way that he has ceiling on his head, roof on his head, and his body parts are okay. Hands and eyes and feet are working. And in the qutul yawm, he has a food for 1 day. He is such a person that the whole dunya, whole world wrapped up and granted to that person. Such a blessed person this is. If you don't understand this, go to the hospital. Visit ICU. Visit all the where they have pipe here. Months and months. Cannot eat food. Cannot wash themselves. Cannot taste anything. Cannot see anything. Then you will realize how big a ni'mat Allah has given you. How many ni'mat Allah has given you. SubhanAllah. So we have shukr in our life. And we have sabr. Any things come, any difficulty come, we do sabr. Inna Allah was sabirin. And subhanallah, another quality we have, if any calamity comes upon our enemy, we never get happy. This was a unique quality of Sahaba. And today, Muslim, we are finding our Muslim brother has something stuck in them, and we are narrating and telling the people and spreading the news. And what the Sahaba said, we never get happy. If any calamity comes, we become so much worry and concern for him as he's our brother, for the enemy. Sahaba Rizwanullah Ajmain, because of their akhlaq, because of their qualities, the non-Muslim, they come into the fold of Islam because of their qualities, because of their dealings. Once Ali Raziallahu was patrolling in the market and he saw his shield, protective shield, zira. They used to wear in the battles. He lost it, so he saw somebody selling, so he recognized. You can recognize your phone, you can recognize your thing all the time. You know this is mine. He recognized it. He said, this shield belongs to me. The Jewish guy said, no, this is mine. He said, no, it's not yours, it's mine. Argument started. So what to do? Let's go to the court. Went to the court. When they entered the court, the judge, he saw Amir al-Mu'mineen. He stood up from his seat. He stood up from his seat and offered Amir al-Mu'mineen have his seat. And he sat down on the seat of the judge. And judge is sitting on the ground. And he asked, how I can help you, Amir al-Mu'mineen? This Jewish guy saw this scenario, he's surprised. What's going to happen here? Judge, he left the seat for this person and he realized he's Amirul Mu'mineen. SubhanAllah, a deep, strange story. So Ali Razim said that, my case is that this shield belongs to me, and he's saying that his. So the judge said that, okay, the Qadi said, you have any witness that this shield belongs to you? He said, yes, my son. So the judge said that, no, I will not take the witness of your son in your favor. Do you have any other witness? He said, my slave. He said, no, his witness is not complete. So this discussion has been taken place. I decide this shield belongs to that person, not to you. The Jewish guy, when he saw that, he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. He said to the Ali Raziyallahu and he said, I knew that this shield does not belongs to me. It's yours. I wanted to see how their decisions are made in their courts. So this decision was not based on racism, not based on tribe, not based on anything. This was on the justice, and these are the decision of Anbiya. And I bear witness no one worthy of worship but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this was the life of Sahaba. Then Ali Razim said that, oh, if you became Muslim, you are my brother. I give you this zirah and gave it the horse. The entire life he remained with Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu. This was the life of the Iman. Iman makes you to make these kind of decisions. Because Iman is there, you will not see the worldly benefit. You will see the benefit of Akhirah. You see the hukum of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, we never get happy when any calamity comes upon our enemy. And, subhanallah, Rada bil Qada, we are pleased with the decision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whatever Allah decides with us, we please on that. And another thing, that we never run back from the battlefield. We stand fast. What we say, we stand fast on our words. Subhanallah, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam became so much happy. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam so much happy. He said, Fuqaha, Udawa, these are the Fuqaha, have fahm of the deen. Very respectful people. Kadu an yakunu anbiya. It was very near that they become anbiya. Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam said, add 5 more qualities. So all the khair and good will come in your life. First thing, la tajma ma la taqulun. Do not store those things which you are not going to use. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about the food for tomorrow. The one Allah gives you today, He will give you tomorrow. And what were you doing? Forget about our own savings, taking the money of the people, taking all the property of the people. And la tabnau ma la taskunun. Do not make those houses where you are not going to live. Don't make houses where you are not going to live. It's a problem. No time, I explain maybe next any other Jummah. And ittaqullah fihi. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to whom you have to stand alone on the day of judgment. Laysa baynahu wa bayna tarjuman. No one be a translator between you. You cannot hire an attorney to talk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have to directly give answer. How did you spend your life? How did you spend your youth? How did you earn? How did you spend? How much you act upon your knowledge? And do not attach your heart with this dunya. Ultimately you have to leave. La yanfa'ul mal wal banun. Nothing will help you. And struggle for the akhirah, struggle for the Jannah where you have to live forever. So how to make this iman? We have to talk, bring greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in our discussion. Idha tuliyat ayatuhum, when the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala been revealed, zadatum iman. We have to read Quran every day to increase our iman. We have to sit in the halq of iman. وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَ تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Talking about negating the dunya, talking about greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That will affect your heart. Effect of dunya will come out, and you will not spend your life with the influence of dunya, but you will spend your life with the influence of greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah alladhi hadana li hadha wa ma kunna linahtadiya lawla an hadana Allah, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa Allah wahdahu la sharika lahu, wa nashhadu anna sayyidina mawlana Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu wa sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd, fa ya ayyuhan nas wahidullah fa inna at-tawhid ra'su at-ta'at واتقوا الله فإن التقوى ملاك الحسنات وعليكم بالسنة فإن السنة تهدي إلى الإطاعة من أطاع الله ورسوله فقد رشد واهتدى وإياكم والبدع فإن البدعة تهدي إلى المعصية من يعص الله ورسوله فقد ضل وغوى وعليكم بالصدق فإن الصدق ينجي والكذب يهلك وعليكم بالإحسان فإن الله يحب المحسنين ولا تتبعوا الدنيا فتكونوا من الخاسرين ألا وإن النفس لن تموت حتى تستكمل رزقها واتقوا الله وأجملوا في الطلب وتوكلوا عليه فإن الله يحب المتوكلين وقال ربكم ادعوني استجب لكم إن الذين يستكبرون عن عبادتي سيدخلون جهنم داخرين. بارك الله لنا ولكم بالقرآن العظيم ونفعنا وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. وقال الله سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن العظيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد بعدد من صلى وصام. اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد بعدد من قعد وقام. اللهم صل على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى سائر الصحابة والتابعين وعلى عبادك الصالحين. اللهم أيد الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر من نصر دين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم ثبتنا على الإسلام. اللهم نور قلوبنا بنور الإيمان. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك سميع مجيب الدعوات. عباد الله رحمكم الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم ولذكر الله تعالى أولى وأتم وأهم وأجل وأكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. فأقيموا الصلاة.